MLB Network's coverage. George Springer the next to hit. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Houston, the center fielder.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. 3-0 to him now. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game. Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base, almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catch.
Daytime baseball. Here's George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for Houston, the center fielder, number 4.
Sharp ground ball to third. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. He won the Silver Slugger last year at third base. You look at that position, and man, there are some great hitters, but he was right at the top.
Peterson is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Ready now, Michael Brantley. And that's in there for strike 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground. Glove by Taylor. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. 3 go the Astros. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High pop-up. Bregman has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. Now Corey with a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone!
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Into the box, Justin Turner. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Brantley. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this. Striding in, Alex Bregman. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Bregman just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. To 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's right there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now batting, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. Full count now, 3-2. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. And this one's in the dirt, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. From the stretch.
The first baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
Gurriel, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Yuli Gurriel is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. At the plate, Martin Maldonado, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Correa on second. Tucker at first. 2 out in the inning. 2-1 to count. All even now, 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Now in the box, Will Smith. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The catcher, Will.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Springer. He's there and records the first out.
Batting fifth.
Digging in, Cody Bellinger, Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes on 0-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We played 2 innings. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Greinke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Peterson. No one can make a play on this one, and the daytime baseball. Now batting, George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Houston, the center fielder.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. It's time for now to the plate, George Springer. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon
First offering on its way.
The center fielder, George.
And afternoon baseball on MLB. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, what comes with Lucas Giolito, a big arm, 95 to 100 miles an hour, hard-breaking slider. One of the issues Giolito has had is not a lot of swings and misses, so we'll be able to watch him early on to see if he brings some swings and misses, and if he does, it should be a powerful outing for Giolito.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Fouled off.
First pitch, 107.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One and two as he chases the slider. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled away. Bouncer to the left side. Anderson brings it in. And that's out number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
In now, Anthony Santander. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Wind up and the 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Right side, but it's well foul. The 3-2 one more time. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ryan Mountcastle.
Stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. He's set and the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Santander, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
On the ground to short. This could be two. The second for one. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. John Means is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Standing in, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's a ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little nubbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
So here's Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
It's hard to believe a full decade has come and gone since the Yankees last won a World Series. Last year, they battled a seemingly endless parade of injuries, yet still managed to win 103 games and reach the ALCS. But success is measured differently for the Yankees. And now that they've added Garrett Cole to the rotation, all eyes will be on the Bronx. On the short list of Fall Classic favorites, the Yankees want a fast start to clearly establish their spot as the American League's alpha dog.
Big expectations follow this New York Yankees squad as they begin their 2020 season here in Baltimore. The Bronx Bombers made some big moves since falling in last year's ALCS, and with more on that and this year's model, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I asked a few of the players how it feels to enter the season carrying the weight of high expectations placed on them as consensus frontrunners.
Yankees skipper Aaron Boone emphasized the offseason improvements the team made, bringing in dominant righty Garrett Cole to front an already impressive pitching staff. When you couple that starting rotation with a flame-throwing bullpen and add in a punishing lineup led by Aaron Judge, it seems like it's World Series or bust for the Bronx Bombers.
Thanks, Heidi. And on that note, let's get things underway. Welcome to those of you just joining us. We're in the 6th inning, nobody out. Next for New York, Luke Voigt.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Hit high and deep to right center. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gio Urshela. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1 home. Backs him off the plate. The slider that nearly got him. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Hicks. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now sure would be a good time.
1-0. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Torres picks it up. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. This is pulled into right. Judge is there. 2 down. And here's Renato Nunez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Too low. 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
A 2-1 count to Nunez. The 2-1 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Another try at 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Stepping up now, Torres. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep. His last AB certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Working for the punch out and the offering. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
And he pops it up. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired of it. This one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Ford playing here in his age 26th season. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. One and 2. Here it is. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the. Mike Ford will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 72.
Chris Davis is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning. Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Tommy Canely will be the new pitcher on the mound after the delay as we are ready for more baseball. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that's the 1-0. Snap throw to third. Two balls and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the seventh. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, Dero. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Chance Cisco is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
0-2, here it is.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And there are two away now. Throw to first. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Again to third. Ruiz stands at second with two gone. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strike. Digging in once again, Gio Urshela. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Back up the middle and into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he rips it on the ground to second. To Iglesias for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game as there are quickly 2 away now. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
So stepping in, Aaron Hicks. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far. This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. He's set. Here it comes.
Leading off.
Trey Mancini is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ball and a strike.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Never tempted to swing at that ball. Aroldis Chapman is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. 3-2 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Now batting.
Anthony Santander is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Fastball well outside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's another 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next will be the designated hitter, Renato Nunez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
On to first, and there were 2 down. So a runner at second. 2 down now. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. 1-0 the count. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Chapman's ready. Here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
So he sets him down swinging. Torres is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander waits on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, we emphasized earlier in the telecast what a lift it can be to win on opening day, but what do you really think this means, D-Row?
Well, for the winner, it's a huge confidence boost, Dan, no doubt. But for the loser, hey, it's just one game. You shake it off, remind yourself you're at the beginning of a long season, and you come out ready to play next time.
The Yankees are in their first appearance of the season on their home turf. With the word on that, here's Heidi Watney. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Billy McKinney.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And right into the shift. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And up next, the University of Virginia product, Derek Fisher. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. That finds the zone, a called strike. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
And he's safe at first as he beats now. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
Kevin Biggio comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Torres at the bag. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Bottom of the inning now. And next to hit is the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher.
And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Swung on and missed.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Pitch on the way.
Nope, outside.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean every...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Brendan Drury, to short. Torres has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, the shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. A bouncer to the left side. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
The first baseman, number 6.
Standing in.
Travis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt. Throw to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. The 1-0. Slow roller left side. Torres scoops it up, and no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's gone 3 for 8, and a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. Wilmer Font will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Wilmer Font.
Tyler Wade is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball one. The 1-0.
Ball back outside.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Font features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Another payoff pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Stepping in for the Jays.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the catcher, number 10. Your attention, please.
So with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Judge will get there as he tracks it down deep in foul territory for route number 1. First pitch on its way. Derek Fisher is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known.
And they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over. So those that came out for this home opener are rewarded with an exciting win.
And that is such a good feeling, Matty. I know winning always feels good, but winning your first home game is like delivering a love letter to your fans and can set the tone for good things to come.
No doubt about it, D-Roy. You can't underestimate the value of this win for this organization. Everyone's feeling good, from the fans all the way up to the front office execs.